Hi Scorpios, thank you for joining me for another video. In the interest of time, I have already pre-shuffled all of the cards. I kind of noticed that my previous videos are really long and a lot of that time is spent on shuffling. So I've pre-shuffled the cards, I've pulled them already. We are also doing a new spread for the month of February. Happy Valentine's Day, happy Black History Month. The spread is a love reading, and the top four cards are going to focus on your past energy. The middle four cards are your present, and then the final four is your future energy. Please keep in mind that my readings are also timeless. So if they don't resonate with you right now, definitely come back and check at a later date and only take with you what resonates. So if you have to fit yourself into a storyline, it probably doesn't resonate you and I wouldn't force it. In that case, I would check out your rising and your moon sign instead. All right, so let's get started. In your past, you guys have the Justice card and the Two of Pentacles upright. It's really interesting. There's a lot of balancing that's happening here, a lot of juggling of things. I think in your past, maybe you guys were juggling more than one situation. Maybe you were dating multiple people. And so it was challenging for you to split your energy between the people that you were seeing. For others of you, this could have been a juggling between work and relationship. And maybe it had caused some disruptions in your partnership. Could have been that your partner was feeling a type of way because you were so busy at work. Could have been that you felt a type of way because your partner thought you were the one that was too busy. I also get here with the Star card upright and the Eight of Wands upright that you had been wishing in the past for a more stable situation. There's just way too much going on. It's either someone else was too busy, you were too busy, they were too busy, and your relationship was neglected in the past. If you are coupled up, I really see this for you. If you are single, I think this could have opened up your eyes to what you envision in an ideal relationship. If you are single, I think you're noticing how important balance is in order to maintain your personal projects as well as what you expect out of a partner. I think for some of you, this whole situation of juggling your work as well as your love life, as well as your personal projects, really taught you that you also desire a partner who is also ambitious, someone who also has things going for them as well. If you are already in a partnership, I think that balance that you desired in your relationship, either because you were juggling too much or your partner was juggling too much, you took the time to communicate this to your partner, and I think they heard that request. It's either you heard that request and you're still trying to find balance, magical balance that both you and your partner are happy about, or you can reverse that situation. But this was fast moving energy. This was fast communication, a lot of communication in the past, maybe a lot of conversations about the structure of your relationship, the expectations you both have in the relationship. Maybe these conversations had to do with division of responsibilities in the household, who's making the money, who isn't. There could have also been a little bit of jealousy. Maybe one of the partners in this dynamic was making more than the other person, and or it's just that the another person was just working all the time, and the partner who wasn't working all the time was starting to feel neglected. But again, this was past energy. I think you and your partner, if you are in a current relationship, have gotten past that. And right now, you're just trying to figure out how to create that balance as your reality. And like I mentioned, for those of you who are single, I get the sense that for you, you have come to the realization of what your ideal partner should look like. And for that, again, you want balance. You want someone who is equally as ambitious as you, who is equally committed to the relationship and the development of a partnership as you. And you also don't want to be an option. You don't want to be juggled. You don't want to have to fight for someone to give you attention in the past. In the present, if you are single, I think you guys are having a hard time opening yourselves up in order to create something solid with potential suitors. You're having a hard time planting seeds for like one solid partnership. Maybe you have some considerations about opening yourself up. You're keeping things close to your chest with the Four of Pentacles. You're not as open or as willing to share the intimate details in your life as you are dating and getting to know other people. You are a little bit more guarded with the Queen of Cups in reverse as well. You're a little bit more guarded in terms of what you're sharing. I think your past disappointments, where energies were imbalanced in the past, is really affecting and influencing the way that you are looking at love. With the Five of Cups upright, it's like, how many times do you need to try? Notice the cups in the background here and how her love is just pouring into this hole. It's like you keep on giving and giving and investing in all of these people, and you're just tired of it now. It's feeling like you never end up picking the right one, or it looks like it's great in the beginning, and then all of a sudden, like that investment piece, that next stage where you start revealing intimate details and your likes, your dislikes, you never get to that stage of intimacy. And because you don't get to that stage of intimacy, it ends up feeling for you like another failed attempt at trying to create a relationship with another person. If you are already in partnership, I feel as if, because I feel like this is more work related than anything. I think times are tough right now. I think for some of you, you're having a hard time trying to balance out your finances and making ends meet. Although you guys have had this conversation about spending more time in the relationship and less time at work. For some, you don't want to fight. You don't want to fight for your partner's attention because they're so focused on their job. I think there's like a scarcity mentality that's also happening here, which, no judgment at all. We're in the middle of a global pandemic. A lot of people have lost jobs. I feel like you're very concerned about your finances. And because you're concerned about your finances, there's a little bit of more imbalance in your love life, because money is the priority right now. Making sure your finances are stable in your dynamic with your partner. This could be in your family situation. Maybe you guys are married, but the focus that was on balancing love and work has now become all about work. And I don't think it's because you are intentionally doing that. I just think that's the reality. That's the reality that you're facing right now. And as much as you would love to pour into your relationship and allow your partner to see how deeply you care about them, sometimes that gets pushed to the back burner in favor of taking on another job, in favor of making money with another side hustle. In the present, if you are dating around, I think you're just going to be sick and tired of this. You're going to be done waiting for the right person to come around. You're going to miss indulging in partnership. You're going to miss being romanced, going out on dates. Like, you're going to miss being taken out, being treated. You're going to miss all the fine pleasures that you experienced when you were in the game. And I think you're going to dive back into it because of your need for sex, because of your need for physical intimacy. And again, pandemic, so I'm not saying go out there and like be touching everybody up. That's not what I'm saying. But there's something to be said about needing and missing and craving human interaction and physical touch. If that's your love language, you're really craving that right now. You're missing it. And you're not going to get that if in the present you're just focused on work, or you're thinking about all of the times where it didn't work out for you. So I think in the future, during this month of February, you're going to get back out there and you're going to start dating again. For online dating people, I think you're just going to shoot your shot. And I think your options are going to come to you. Whether or not you will invest is another story. Truthfully, I don't see a full investment here. I just think you're missing that fun. You're missing being chased. You're missing being desired. You're missing the potential of intimacy. But be careful with the Temperance card as well. Careful careful with how many options you do have. Don't go crazy with the amounts of people that you are going to be dating. Remember, they also have feelings too. You also don't want to be the one to start off like a negative karmic cycle because you just couldn't choose or you were stringing so many people along. Be mindful of how far you indulge. You're being called to balance out those intimate carnal desires. And Scorpios, you guys love being freaks in the sheets, you know? So you're being called to temper out these fantasies, these desires, this need for sexual intimacy, touching, kissing, hugging. Temper yourself. If it's been a while for you, there's other ways to deal with that. If you are in partnership already, I think you're going to be called to look back into your relationship. So it seems like there was a situation, just to recap, in the past where there was an imbalance between work and love. This was vocalized, and so here we are in the present. Pandemic hit. Now, as much as you want to focus on your intimate relationships, you really are kind of more focused on your finances here. And in the future, when this month passes, maybe around Valentine's Day, it's going to hit you that, yeah, you're still craving that intimacy. And that's going to cause you to put yourself back out there and refocus on your relationship. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Two of Swords. Don't get trapped in what you declare are your first priorities. Don't get trapped in this false illusion that you can't have it all. It's really interesting because you have the Temperance card at the bottom of your spread, which is in reverse. So there's a need to temper your energy. You're just like too far off on the emotional scale. You're all over the place. And at the top of your spread, the first card you got was a Justice card, which is also like Libran energy, but it's again balancing out. So you have a card that promotes balance, but you end off your spread with imbalance, and the grounding energy is the Two of Swords. Don't trap yourself in false expectations for these potential suitors. Be realistic about who's in front of you and what you actually want. Don't expect investment, like a deep investment, if what is fueling you is sex. If what is fueling you is wanting to feel sexy, wanting to be desired, and there's nothing wrong with it, but don't trap yourself into thinking that this is going to be a long-term situation, because if that's the energy you're bringing into it, it probably won't be. And also, if that is the truth, don't trap yourself into like old school ways of thinking and being that make you feel like you're not allowed to go out there and wanna get it on with more than one person, right? Especially if you're single. There's nothing wrong with you playing the field. There's nothing wrong with you looking at your options, especially right now. Like, just do it. Just do it. I mean, you're wanting to do it anyway. Yeah. And be careful. I'm not saying go out there and actually physically do it. What I am saying, though, is get out there again. Invest in your love life again. Have some sexy time over the phone. Get on camera, right? I don't know. Take pictures. There's so many different ways to indulge in some sexy time without you actually having to go and physically have sexy time. And for those of you in relationship, this might just mean that you need to, once you get your finances in check, which I feel like is going to be more in the beginning of the month, maybe even right now, because that is your present energy. Once you deal with your finances and you balance that out, don't be afraid to pay more attention to your partner. Don't be afraid, because you deserve it. You deserve to relax, chill out, and not trap yourself in the idea of needing to always put finances first. I'm not saying it's not important. Absolutely it is. But balance. Balance is key. All right, Scorpio fam, thank you so much for joining me for another video. If you came from my Instagram page and you followed me over here onto YouTube, I just want to personally thank you for following me into this new space that I'm just trying out. And if you are not from Instagram, but you just found me here on YouTube, Thank you for clicking on my video, and you should definitely check out our community that we have bubbling over on IG. My Instagram handle is at the.mindfulawakening, just like the title of this YouTube channel. And I do daily card pulls and a whole bunch of other things on the Instagram page. So you should definitely check that out. If you haven't already, make sure you like this video. You also subscribe and also hit that notification bell so you could be part of the Mindful Awakening family. And I will be back for another video, guys. I had so much fun filming this for all of you. Again, happy Valentine's Day, happy Black History Month, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.